Hi, Charlie. I'm gonna do your reading now, and I'm so excited to do it. So I'm going to share your what the exploration is. So you, this is important that I share this since we're doing this as YouTube, because a lot of people do get afraid. Of opening up to spirit, just concerns that there are malevolent forces that could be involved in that. I'm going to surround you with love. There's nothing going to break through that. You're fine. And then you're saying that you've been experiencing a lot of buzzing in your body. Pretty sure, you say that you're pretty sure it comes from compliments of a particular teaching that you've been following the past couple years, and you're getting other assorted physical sensations. So you feel like this may be a build-up to an awakening or a breakthrough of some sort. So let's see what Spirit has to say about all this. So I'm going to just start by sharing something special with you. Because you're exploring this sort of spiritual angle of things, and that's kind of my neck of the woods. So I want to help you energetically. So I'm balancing with Spirit right now. There's sort of a lot of layers of wisdom that want to pour through to you because you're so open and ready for it. And there's this sort of lingering fear is actually, it's sort of like, just let it go. It's sort of like a dust cloud that you can just let it blow away, and really start honing in and feeling this sort of energy experience. So let me relax, and then I just want to get aligned with my spirit guides, and then we'll go from there, okay? So they're wanting to show me something. This has to do with a very dark blue color. It's really pretty because it's not like a navy blue. It's got like some sort of warmth to it. And they're really wanting to showcase this. They're wanting me to describe everything that I am seeing. And I get hesitant because some of the things that I see, I'm not sure the meaning behind it. But I have to speak it out loud. So what is happening is there's this really dark blue color. They're saying all of this will make sense by the end. It is literally like a cape that they're putting on you, and it's sort of like thicker. Almost like it could be like finger paint, in that thick way that it is. But it's such a pretty vibrant color, and they're actually putting it on you like a cape or a cloak. And now there's sort of like a scruffy guy in the background, and I can't quite get to him, but he's attached to your head. And he's really hard for me to get to. I'm like actually trying to project into where he is so I can make sense of this. But he is not like, he's like pushing himself further away from me the closer I get. So he's like not letting me get to him. That's okay. I get to these people. They cannot hide from me. So let me see what we can do. There's a reason why you have concerns about this. There's a legitimate reason why. And sometimes when we have fears, now you create connections, and it's such a humble and innocent thing. People don't mean to make these connections, but fears create the connections. So now when we release from fears, now we release from our attachments, right? Because certain entities still like to feed on those tiny little veins, even though that is prevent. Spirit is like super loud, and I'm talking like blasting me with, you're going to be so transformed when you choose to let go of that tiny little flavor of concern. You have to let go of it. It's almost like we're going to rip this thing out of your head because it's enough that sort of this energy can get all over you here, neck down. But from here, your head is in the way because it is attached to certain concerns. So we got to get those concerns detached. So now you can really experience this. So like, this request, this awakening sensation, breakthrough of some sort, this is it. This is actually your breakthrough of some sort, is me helping you detach this, because this guy is not good for you. And he's sort of gonna always, if you wouldn't have asked for this, you always would have had that sort of in the back of your mind. I'm so glad that you were honest and shared that concern. If because of all of the things that you wrote, I know to check everything. I would have seen something anyway if I were to explore spiritually healing you. I would have seen something anyway, but so let me see here. You exposed him for me by choosing to share the concern, and you made it very clear and easy for me to find this entity. So I'm not going to go to him anymore because I'm just going to go to this sort of connective fiber of, it's just a spiritual connection that is there, so I can work to release it from your head. So I just put a great deal of energy into your head, and it's all entirely so filled with unconditional love. And now it's sort of like he creates sort of a digestive stomach. These entities sort of digest on fear, right? So when they can keep tapping into a vein of concern, now you don't realize how big that concern was. That concern is big enough to prevent you from having an overflow of superior awakening. By him preventing that future for you, he's actually tapping into a great deal of energy. Because he's preventing this positive outcome. So now he is allowing you to remain in this state where you can't quite attain it. So now he's feeding off of all of that. Don't worry about this. A lot of people have this. This is pretty normal. We live on planet Earth. We're human beings. We all have fears and concerns. This is very normal. So he sort of can't digest the energy I just put into your head, and is sort of feeding into his vein, and it's like instantly he has to detach. He can't digest it, because now I am helping you awaken to choosing not to have fear. They're really showcasing something special, and it has to do with angels, angel lights, and this is really special. There's like a different version of angels because they almost look like birds. Because their wings are kind of different. It's almost like their wings are their hands. Where their body would be sort of separate from the wings. That there's so many different kinds of angels. Like they don't always look just human, you know. It's just different. They're so pretty. They're like bird women. They're really pretty though. There's 3 of them, and they're like so adore you. They adore your energy, and you're like really a sweet guy. They just adore you. They're like really wanting to hug you and just fill you with love, and superior, like super heightened vibrations of love. And it has to do with feminine love. Something really special about that. Divine feminine energy is just filling your body with so much love and adoration of you and your kindness. You're like a really kind person. It's just so they're able to reach you and fill you because I'm standing here with you and sharing all of this with you. You desperately needed this. I'm so glad you came to me. So I'm just waiting. They're just loving you up with their like feminine, happy, like bird girl energy. They're really sweet too and loving. They're just like loving bird women. I don't. So they're just filling you with loving energy, and it's really electric. It's really sort of hot too. The way it feels, but it's really like also mellow in the same way. I don't even know how to describe it. It's a really neat feeling. It's almost like lemony. But it's lemon you can tolerate. It's just flowing through your blood and your skin and everything. It's just making you feel really good. I can tell because I'm feeling really good. They're really showcasing a lot. They're almost like they're putting wings on you too. They're filling you with the ability to fly. Because they're literally like 3 bird women like just adoring you. And they're just doing all this work for like I don't know. They like you a lot. And they're like growing wings out of you now. They're just like, they're going to ensure you get where you're going. And they're going to give you all the gifts you need in order to get there. There's sort of some odd Greek flavor of this because they're just sort of like mythical. They're kind of like mythical women or something. in their way, and just the way you just find them in some exotic like forest nymphs or something. I don't know, they're just sort of exotic but so loving, adore your energy. So this is a big, you should be feeling a great deal going through your whole body. I'm feeling a great deal going through my whole body, even into the legs, in my neck, even. This is really a lot of energy going into you. That connection is no longer, but I'm going to while those women are doing their thing, I just want to go over here and ensure that this sort of was like a spotlight. It almost looked like light coming from behind, and then it created a shadow right here. And so I've disconnected the sort of connected entity. Just so this is something a tool you can use. Just let go of any concerns, and know that you are surrounded by literally adoring, loving bird women, and they're cute too. They're not quite human, but they just because of their body, their faces are feminine. A sort of blonde hair that. So one of them has sort of longer, another one has sort of in a really pretty way. And they're sort of like three twins. And their hair's in different, they're all blonde with sort of curl, like sort of way, sort of like this, but it's a lot prettier than that mess, because it's like perfectly formed. It's not like, I don't know, their just hair is really pretty. It's blonde and it's thicker, and it's sort of different ways that they have. There's three different ways they're holding their hair up. Or down, and then like one sort of got some braids too, and they're just really pretty, but they have this sort of other body, just with bird wings. They're just moving so quickly. So I'm working on this space in the back of your head. There's some glup back here. I gotta get that out of there. It wasn't a good glup. It just looks like I the only way you describe it is it looks like I pulled out, this is going to sound gross, but like if you go hunting, you obviously have to prepare the animal. So part of that is getting the guts out. It was like taking guts out of the back of your head is what it looked like. That was a thing, a buildup there that I had to remove that. It's an energetic thing. And they're not telling me what it was. It's just it had to be removed from there. I was just pulling out the remainder of what that was. They're saying you're going to be feeling extremely open and to receiving. They're saying open yourself up to receiving. Open yourself up to receiving light, to receiving love. And if you find the highest vibration of love is sort of divine feminine energy, fill yourself with it. Feel yourself surrounded by it. Let it adore you even. When there's nothing to fear here, we want to just surround you with our love. So I'm just doing some more work here in the back of your head. I'm not going to stop this thing until this is healed. So I am. So there's something else going on here. There's some sort of energies that are trying to get that are still, so you're doing this thing down here with the women, right? And then I'm doing my own separate thing, and there's some sort of, so I'm telling these guys to stop pestering me. There's some sort of thing going on here. Some I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why you've ever felt concern about this, but there's a reason why, because there has been some entities just driving the concern, right? There's a reason that you have these concerns. They're driving the concern too. So I'm calling a team of angels here to come, because we got to get these guys out of your atmosphere. They're just sort of like pests, but that is their way. Don't worry about it. We're just gonna clear them out. And the more you alter your thinking, now all of a sudden you yourself are clearing them out, because they can't tolerate your freedom, right? You having the freedom to experience love from the spirit realm. now all of a sudden they have no value. So where do they go? They have to go bother somebody else, right? So we're going to just remove them while I'm here. They're just like tossing me around. So I'm literally like, okay, stop. And then I'm just coming out of their hands so we can see them. There's 3 of these guys. And those women have not been able to reach you because there's been 3 sort of hoggish looking guys with wings, and they're 3 twin guys. I don't get it. These like women love you, and they're like, thank God that Abby's here to get these 3 hog guys out of here. We can't reach you, Charlie, with these guys in the way. So I'm doing something with them. They're just not very nice guys. And so I'm just, and whenever you see not nice, you literally become even warmer with love, and then not nice is like, ew, and flies away. So I'm literally filling with so much love, and then I'm just going to them and just giving them a massive hug, all 3 of them all at the same time. And they're just getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and they're just sort of disintegrating. This is actually something to do with your own thought processes. They're sort of related to your thoughts that get in the way of you actually experiencing the love of all. They're projections from your mind, actually. They're sort of thoughts, representative thoughts, because they're not spirits. This has to do with you actually intervening on the healing itself, because souls do this. This happens all the time. So I'm literally, because there's some sort of, sometimes we reject the healing because it makes us feel different. And then that creates fear because it's unknown to us. The new feeling is. So they're just disintegrating. These thoughts, their projected thoughts from your mind are disintegrating. So now this is a big deal because we're just healing all of these areas. That other guy was not a thought. He actually was influencing the thoughts. So he's removed, the guy from the beginning. This sort of junk I pulled out of your head. Now everything is sort of healing in the back of your head. I'm just putting my hands there to ensure that this is healing now, because I don't want to leave this sort of a hole, as an opening from where I removed all that stuff, and so I'm just solidifying this and healing it so everything is contained, and so you have a natural balance. This is a big deal. I'm just going to call angels to complete this sort of healing work, because I don't want to leave you until the work is done, because there's more work that needs to be done. You need some real energy work, because you're so close, but some of this stuff has really prevented you from having the explosive awakening. Because of uncertainty, you don't know what spirit realm looks like. I understand that. You don't know what's out there. I understand that. So there's more going on with, I need to sort of heal the ground, and there's a lot more work that I need to do for you. I have to go, though. So I'm just going to call angels in order to continue healing you. They're saying, I'm saying, okay, call Mother Earth Spirit. I asked Mother Earth Spirit to heal this land here. My energy, I want to sort of blend with sort of, I don't know how to heal you any further in the allotted time. Okay, this is the best I can do. You will be noticing a profound improvement. I'm sure glad you came and asked me for help. So this is all I can do for you for now, Charlie. Thank you so much for connecting with me, and I'm definitely wishing you the best.